3.
If you're considering and becoming a wholesaler, the process, whether it's within Australia itself or overseas, is essentially the same. We have a standard non-disclosure agreement, which is a reciprocal NDA, which ultimately mutually protects both parties in the exchange of commercially sensitive information. That's the first step. You'll receive a copy of that. Please execute that as quickly as possible. Ensure that at the front you only put your address as opposed to a PO box. We can't accept PO boxes. And you initial at the bottom of each page, and on the last page, in the middle of the page, you sign that and have it witnessed, and then the top part we execute and have witnessed. Once you send that back, we can then send you the rates. As far as the systems are concerned, if it's in Australia, it'll be obviously the rates will be inclusive of GST and all costs associated. And in the case of international transactions, we typically provide FOB Shanghai prices, but if you need CIF to whichever country you're in, we can provide that and facilitate freight and so forth as well. In the case of international clients, the systems need to be, you need to tell us what country you're in, so then that way we can confirm whether we can provide exclusivity for that region. In the case of Australia, we don't provide exclusive environments, but what we do is work with our wholesalers in those geographical locations, so that provided those wholesalers are performing, then we can we'll continue to feed work to them if we get anything, and continue to honour our commitment in terms of not actively searching for people in those geographical locations. In the case of overseas wholesale arrangements, the exclusivity rules are basically we need to be able to provide, or we need to consistently do 3 container loads in quick succession at the start to secure the exclusivity, and then continue to place orders thereafter to maintain that exclusivity. Warranty here in Australia is 5 years for domestic and 1 year for commercial, and in the case of international, it's 1% of the orders. The reason for that is that historically the manufacturer feels that that is reasonable, and we can attest to that, in the entire time that we have been doing business with them, we've had less than 1% warranty claims, and so therefore the provision of 1% of parts, or for that matter, if for argument's sake you order 100 systems, you can choose rather than parts to get an additional system included, and that compensates them for any warranty related issues. That said, if there is an unusual situation where you've been receiving parts with each of your shipments and something happens that you don't have a part for, we will air freight that part to you as quickly as possible to allow you to continue to do business within reason, of course. You know, ultimately, even if you exceed that 1% allowance within reason, it's not going to be a problem.